going on, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, and in this video, I'm going to be teaching all of you how to do an inside jazz pirouette. So I've already done an outside jazz pirouette tutorial that's already posted up for you guys. The same thing applies from the outside jazz pirouette tutorial will be applied to our inside jazz pirouette today. The only thing that changes is your pirouette preparation as well as your pirouette direction. In the outside pirouette, we discussed that an outside pirouette goes towards the outside of our prep, right? So this is our nice outside preparation for our pirouette. We go towards the outside of our prep. Now the inside pirouette goes towards the inside of your prep, all right? So if this is my prep right here, which we will go over in a few seconds, if my prep is here, I'm going towards the inside of my prep, yes? And then same thing applies to the left, all right? So for today, we're going to be working on the right side of our inside pirouette. This video will be mirrored, so if you guys are wanting to work on your right side, go ahead and mirror me. If you guys are wanting to work on your left side, you'll do the opposite of what we're doing today, okay? But same thing is still going to apply everything that we talk about, all right? The only thing that changes for you lefties is your direction of your pirouette, all right? So, same thing applies from the outside jazz pirouette tutorial. Your spot, your passé position, your arm placement, your core, your relevé, and your momentum. So we'll be going over all of those 6 things individually in this video, and then we will get to attempting our actual single pirouette, all right? Let's go over the preparation for our inside turn. We're gonna be in a nice lunge with our right foot in front and our left in back, all right? So my right set of toes are facing directly side to the right wall. My left set of toes are actually facing forward. They're not turned out like my right set of toes are, because this is kind of what you're gonna get and you're really gonna be off balance. Yes, you want a nice big base. Same thing in our outside pirouette. We want a nice big base with our feet where our energy is going in between both legs. Same thing. Yes, the bigger and the wider your preparation is going to be, the more turns you're going to be able to get. If you're up here, you don't really have a big base. Yes, this really is not the ideal preparation. You're not going to really go anywhere. All right. So the wider your legs are, the more turns you're going to be able to get in with your prep. All right. Don't think though that you're going into like a yoga lunge. This is not right. Yeah. You want to be right in the middle. Yes. Between being too up and being way too low. Okay. All of your weight is going into that plie, into that right foot. Let me show you from facing the front real fast. So if I'm doing my right inside jazz pirouette preparation for you guys, it's going to look like this. All right, so you really kind of don't want to see the back leg at all if you're facing front. Yes, so if you're facing a mirror, you don't really want to see the back leg too much, all right? This is not right, this is not right. You want it directly behind that right leg. Hips don't need to be squared like this, because this is what happens with your knee if that happens, and that's not okay. You don't want your hips totally squared to your front. You kind of want them in between, so that way it's a nice, comfortable preparation. Nothing's hurting, you're nice and comfy, you have a big base, and you're ready to do your inside turn. As far as legs and hips, this is your preparation for your bottom half. Arms. So if I'm here, if I'm in my preparation with my legs, arms are going to be placed here. So this right arm is in a half beach ball position, right? What we talked about in our outside pirouette tutorial. Our leading arm, because we're going towards the inside, right? This is our outside, that's the inside. We're going towards the inside, which means this right arm is going to start the turn, all right? This left arm is going to follow, all right? So you don't want this left arm being too closed, and you don't want it being too open, because this is what happens if you over open that left arm. You want it nice and squared. Yes, shoulders are kind of facing the direction that you're going, not so squared here, just kind of to that corner that you're already facing, all right? Spot where you're going to end. Yes, we talked about that in that outside jazz pirouette tutorial. So as far as preparation, here is what you want. Booties aren't here. Yes, you want a nice clean line from the back of that left shoulder blade going down straight out that heel, okay? So here is your preparation. So let's talk about our Passé position for a second. Same thing. In our outside jazz pirouette, your Passé is the same. Only difference here is if you're doing a right inside jazz pirouette, you're actually picking up the left Passé now because that's the foot that's in back, yes? Right outside, you're picking up the right. Right inside, you're picking up the left because you're still turning to the right, all right? So you're still turning to that right side, you're just picking up that back foot, okay? Passé, same thing applies. That big toe's touching that knee, if not the knee, above the knee. Yes, you're not doing this with your heel. That's not so flattering for your line, and that would kind of hurt your foot. Kind of hurts mine right now. Yeah, you don't want this and you don't want this. The only thing that touches that right leg is that big toe, or your left leg if you're doing it left inside. This is your correct Passé position. Passé is turned in. If I'm in my pirouette position and I'm turning this direction, it's not turned out. That's a ballet pirouette position. All right, turned in, nice and parallel, lifting from that hamstring to get that Passé up. So from that preparation going into that Passé position, you're pushing straight from that straight leg up to that Passé. All right, just like that. Arms. From here, same thing. So if I'm here in my outside pirouette and this left arm is going to follow and bring my momentum in and connect to that right arm, same thing. Arms do not change. Yes, same thing applies. You're bringing that left arm in, creating that momentum for your turn. All right? You're holding that beach ball. Some people like to cross their hands. Some people like to cross their fingers. I like to keep them just slightly open a little bit. Elbows are nice and rounded, not up, not too down, nice and rounded like you're holding a beach ball, all right? Thumbs, you can close them if you want. I kind of keep them relaxed. Yeah, that's just personal preference. You don't want them here though. Not here. Yes, tuck those thumbs or bring them in. Okay, so we're gonna try some preparation to pirouette position on flat, not turning yet. We're just going to get that motion from our preparation up to our pirouette position. That way you guys can just feel that out for a second, all right? This left leg or right leg, if you're doing the left, the back leg never bends. It never bends. It pushes straight up and bends right when you get to that Passé. All right, but as far as being in your preparation, you don't want this to happen, okay? Because then all of your weight is being in that back foot, and then you have to retransfer the weight to get back onto the right foot or the left foot, your front foot, whichever side you're doing. And that's a little bit more than you guys need to do, okay? So all of that weight is in that front leg, no weight on this back leg at all right? Back leg stays straight. So just go up to a Passé position on flat foot for me. Ready? We're gonna do this a couple times. 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. Very nice. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. I lied. One more time. Let's do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. Let's talk about our relevés. So from our prep, we went over our Passé position as well as our arm placement. All right. Now for our relevé, you do not want to do this. Watch my front foot. 6, 7, 8, up. Do you see how everything was like kind of lagging and it was like not a smooth transition from my prep into my Passé position? That is a no-no. So don't even think about doing that. Yeah. You do not want to go to your relevé first. That is just very ugly and we don't want to look at that. Everything has to happen at the exact same moment, okay? So if I'm in my prep here and I'm going up to my relevé, everything goes at the same exact time. My Passé connects, my arms connect, and my relevé is up all at the same time. All right, so just keep that in mind. Do not go to your relevé before everything else gets there. We want our relevés at the highest peak on top of the balls of our feet. Ladies, it's as if you were wearing an actual heel on your foot, right? The heel is supposed to accentuate that long line of yours. You're basically in a relevé in your heel, all right? You're just on a platform and in a shoe. You want that nice highest relevé peak with a straight bottom leg. So with the relevé, let's talk about our core real fast. Cores, you want them nice engaged. Again, same thing applies from an outside pirouette to your inside. They are engaged from the moment you hit your preparation throughout the entire duration of your turn until you hit your landing. You don't want this happening with your ribs. Yes, I'm creating a sway back and my booty is out, and that's not creating a strong core for my pirouette. All right, I want to bring the ribs in, not meaning hunched like this, just tuck them in, but you want to make sure that your ribs are nice and closed, all right, as well as your booty not out like this, because again, that creates a sway back. You want it nice in that long lengthened line that we're creating from our spine. Okay, so everything, all of your energy goes into that belly button. All right, you don't want to over tuck because this just doesn't look good. Yeah, so you don't want to over tuck. You want it nice and straight, okay? You want your shoulders right over your hips and your hips right over your ankles. Just think about that. It's almost like Legos, right? They're stacked on top of each other, or Jenga, whatever you guys like to play as far as stacking. Just think about that when it comes to your core and your ribs and your booty. Let's try our preparation to our Passé position a couple of times, going to Relevé now that we've talked about our Relevé and course and added that in, okay? So from our preparation, yes, make sure we have a nice long base. All of our energy, again, is going straight in between both feet. We're not too far forward and we're not back. Yes, we're right in the middle. Back leg is straight. Right set of toes is facing the direction you're going. Left set of toes is facing your front. Arms are here. All right, just going up to our Passé position in that Relevé, not turning just yet. Here we go. We hold 5, 6, 7, 8, up. Again, same thing. We hold 5, 6, 7, 8, up. 2 more. We hold 5, 6. Everything comes together at the same time. Last one. We hold 5, 6, 7, 8, up. Cool. All right. So now we're going to talk about our spot a little bit. For your spot, you're always looking and spotting the direction that you're ending. All right. So if I'm doing my inside pirouette and I'm ending this way, I'm spotting that wall. Makes sense? If I'm doing my inside pirouette to you guys, I'm looking where I'm going and I'm spotting you guys because I'm telling my body where to stop. Does that make sense? Or where to keep going, yeah, if you're doing multiple turns. If I'm stopping to the back, I'm going to spot the back. So if I'm here in my preparation, going to do my inside turn, I'm actually going to spot the back, yeah? But for today, we're only doing a single, spotting the direction that we started. Your eyes never leave the thing that you're spotting, whether it's a wall, whether it's a light, whether it's a picture frame, whether it's a couch, you know, whatever you guys are spotting that is stationary, your eyes never leave that spot. I already talked about this exercise in the outside jazz pirouette tutorial, but I'm going to talk about it in this one too, just in case you guys haven't seen that one yet. A really good exercise to train that spot. Put an X or a marker on the floor that you can stand on. And all you're going to do is just rotate your lower body around your head. Your eyes are going to be the last thing that leaves your front. And then it's going to be the first thing that comes back around to the front, all right? So your head and your eyes are the last thing to look at wherever you're looking, and then it's the first thing to look back at whatever you were looking before you made your turn. So doing that a couple of times and practicing that quick spot is going to help. Keeping that core engaged, yeah. You can do it as fast as you guys want to. If you're going to the left, you can do the same thing. Ha! Ga, ga, ga. With spot, the only thing that's moving is your head, yeah? Everything else, your passe, your arm placement, everything else stays the same. You're just rotating around that relevé on that ball of the foot, and your head is doing the whipping. And let's talk about our last thing, which is our momentum for a little bit. There are 3 things in a pirouette turn that create and keep the momentum going for you so you can do as many turns as you guys can. One being your spot. Your spot keeps your momentum. The 2 things that start your momentum are your preparation, your back foot in that preparation, how much it pushes off to create that up energy and to create that long-lasting momentum, as well as this left arm or second arm coming in to that beach ball position with your arms. The faster you get that second arm to get in to create that fast momentum, the more turns you're gonna be able to do. And this back leg, the faster you push off and get it up to that pirouette position, that's really going to help your momentum out as well. Think about it, you guys. If you bend this back leg, you're actually cutting off your momentum before you even begin your turn. Yeah, if my back leg is straight, all I have to do is press off of it and go right up to that passé position, okay? So don't make it too difficult for yourselves. This is not right. Yes, keeping that back leg straight and just pushing straight off of it is really going to help you guys create and keep that momentum, all right? So 3 things that factor in your momentum are your back leg and your preparation, your following arm, and your spot, okay? So now that we've talked about all of that, let's get to turning. We're going to try an exercise that I like to do a lot with my students to help their bodies muscle memorize the rotation of the pirouette. And we did this in our last tutorial together, which was the outside jazz pirouette tutorial. We're going to do the same thing in this tutorial because I believe 100% that it really does help with your pirouette game and mastering the perfect pirouette. Just like when learning choreography, you need to teach your body, you know, what you're doing next in a dance. It's got to muscle memorize the routine in order for you guys to put the choreography together, right? Same thing goes for a pirouette. Your body needs to muscle memorize what it's doing. Does that make sense? So you have to teach your body, hey, this is what we're actually supposed to feel. This is the direction we're supposed to go in order for us to do the perfect pirouette. All right, so let's do my 4 corners exercise. Then we're going to do our half corner exercise. And then we're going to actually go for the single turn. Get in your preparation for me, a nice, long, evenly spaced, energized prep. Arms are here. We're not opening our ribs, right? We talked about that. We're keeping them nice and closed. We're not towards the back heel and the outside of our foot, nor are we towards the front. We're nice, evenly spaced in between both feet. And in both feet, we are in the balls of our feet, middle of our foot. All right? So we're going to go up to our relevé, going to our first wall that we're going to see in our turn. So in this case, we're actually going to go to the back because that's going to be the first direction change that we have. All right? So you're going up to that passé position on relevé, stopping at your back wall. So where are you going to spot? The back wall. All right? Here we go. We hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. Awesome. Now you're going to prep to the back wall. You're going to do the same thing ending at this wall. Here we go. We hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, up. Awesome. Same thing, prep to that wall that you just landed at. Ending to the front of your screen. We hold 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. Very nice. Last time. We're ending now to where we started, okay? We hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. Awesome. Okay, so now that we've kind of told our bodies, hey, these are the 4 walls we're hitting, now let's train our bodies to think, okay, now we're gonna take a step forward and do half turns, all right? Creating that 360 motion with our bodies. So starting our prep, you're going to be ending at the back wall, yes, so if this is my front, that's my back wall. You're going to be ending there, so where are we spotting? Behind us, okay? Only doing a half, going up to that relevé position, trying to find that perfect relevé, passé, pirouette position. Everything is now applied to our position up there, okay? We hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. Very nice. Same thing, going from the back wall back to where we started, all right? We hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. Awesome. Okay. So one thing I want you guys to think about when going up to that passé position from your prep is you don't want this to happen. Watch my lower body, 6, 7, 8, and up. Just because you're pushing straight up on top of that relevé and you're pushing forward does not mean that you want your body forward, okay? That's really not so flattering. Same thing that we talked about in our outside pirouette from our runner's stance, right? When runners are in their nice stance and they're going to push off to start their race, they push forward. You want that push from that back foot, okay? You want that push, but you don't want it to push you forward. You want it to push you straight up, all right? So you just want a nice up all of your energy going up on top of that relevé, creating that long line. All right, so let's go for that single inside pirouette turn. Now, when you guys do any single, double, triple, quadruple, plus turns ever in your life, in your head, I want you to think of a word that has the same amount of syllables as the amount of turns that you're about to do. So if we're doing a single turn, and I'm going to think of a word that has one syllable. Turn has one syllable, right? Turn. That syllable and that clap that you're creating is actually going to be the spot. Yes, so I want you to think about that word in your head when you do this single turn here with me coming up. I want you to think about that. When you do that clap in your head, that's going to be your spot. Does that make sense? So when you clap in your head, your eyes need to be back to where you were looking at, creating that complete turn with your body. All right, this exercise and this drill is actually really going to help you guys with your pirouette game. I promise you, this is what I was told when I was 16. I wish I would have known when I was 6, but it really did help me when I was working on my pirouettes way back when. All right, so in this case, we are going to think of the word turn to do our single pirouette. So get in your nice preparation position for me. We're doing a single on our relevé, ending where we started, all right? Thinking of that word turn, clapping in our heads, we hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. Awesome, do it again. We hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. Nice, 2 more. We hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. Very good, last one. We hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. Awesome. Let's do some facing each other, all right? Just so you guys can get a little glimpse of what it feels like to do it facing your front, all right? So let's do about 4 or 5 together facing each other, all right? Same thing, nothing changes even though you've changed your direction. Here we go. We hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. Again, we hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. 2 more. We hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. Last one. We hold a 5, 6, 7, 8, and turn. There we go. And that is how you do an inside jazz pirouette, you guys. So some exercises that will help you guys with your pirouettes are going to be that spot exercise that we did talk about a couple of minutes ago in this video, as well as this one right here. So if you have a wall, go ahead and grab it. If you have a bar, go ahead and grab it. You can even do it on a couch if it's high enough, but you're gonna want something that you're gonna wanna hold on to. And all I want you to do, whether you're doing the right side or the left side, all I want you to do is I want you to just tendu plie, go up to that passé position and find your position, yes? So you have something that you can hold on to and try to find your balance with if you need to, yes? And try and find where everything's supposed to be. Try and find that perfect Lego Jenga position with your shoulders, hips, and ankles, as well as your passé and arms and core. Just over and over again, going from that pushed position, yes, trying to find that everything coming in together, timing, yes. And once you're up there and you find that position, you can do some elevés, yes. So elevés meaning just your heel moves, strengthening that calf muscle. That way you're able to stay up for as many turns as you guys can because your calf muscle has the strength, yes. Whether you're doing this or this, you still come to the same pirouette position. So working on this tendu plie, relevé to passé exercise will help with both inside and outside turns. So that is it for today, you guys. Very great job, and thank you so much for dancing and training with me today. I hope this helped you guys out because I know all of these tips really did help me out when I was in my days of training every single day, and I 100% know that it's going to help you guys. Again, thank you so much. Click that thumbs up button for me if you guys enjoyed this video today. And don't forget to ring that bell and subscribe for more dance technique tutorial videos, which will be coming out very, very soon. I will be posting my social media tags down in the description below if you guys want to follow me on those platforms, as well as my store link down there for all of my merchandise for you guys. I have shirts and I have face masks. So if you guys want to check those out, go ahead, click that link down below. And again, my Amazon and Shein affiliate links are down there as well. So if you guys are very big Amazon or Shein shoppers, shopping down through those links will really help support me and this channel. That way I'm able to bring more technique tutorials to you guys. Make sure to share this channel with anybody and everybody that you guys know, because I would really appreciate that as well. Much love from this side of your screen over to you. Mwah. And with all of that said, I will see all of you in my next dance video.